I'll go ahead and call the regular council meeting for February 23rd, 2026 to order. Everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilperson Kempfer. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go ahead and take roll call. Councilperson Bradley? Here. Councilperson Kempfer? Here. Councilperson Ginever? Councilperson Friedmeier? Councilperson Fisher? Here. Councilperson Bailey? Here. Councilperson Winkleman? Here. Councilperson Massa? We have a quorum. I'll entertain a motion to amend the agenda for the council meeting of February 23rd, 2026 by adding ordinance 2014-2026 and then moving a presentation by Hardy up to the front of the meeting. Second. All right, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve the amended agenda for the council meeting for February 23rd, 2026. Second. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, has the agenda been posted, dated, and signed? Mr. Sean Parks, you have the floor. And McKenzie.
We wanted to give the council and the community an update on the progress to the James Harden site out here. So best way we could find to show how much has been done. It's tough to really see it in pictures sometimes, but, maybe you go and see just the magnitude of the amount of earth that's been moved is pretty substantial.
No, we, we appreciate you coming in and giving us an update on that. I mean, the before and after from someone who's went out there and looked at it, I mean, it's an amazing amount of work has been done, and there's just as much to continue. So we appreciate you guys taking the time to come in and give us an update on that.
And Mayor, we would be remiss if we didn't say that that amount of work requires significant collaboration, and the collaboration among the city and the county and state leaders is really unprecedented. So, we appreciate the collaboration. Thank you for the opportunity to give an update. It's been a little while, so thank you for the opportunity tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, the county and state, you know, we rely on them heavily to make this opportunity for our residents. So, thank you. All right. Moving on, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of January 27th, 2026 closed meeting, January 27th special meeting, and February 5th, 2026.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Public comment, we had none. Check register and bills.
Make a motion to approve the check register and bills, financial report, and sales tax report. I second that motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fisher. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on those?
Well, it's very good.
All righty. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Committee reports. Mr. Turner, you got a picture of your boy getting wet down in a hole.
Yeah, that was a good water break we had 2 Sundays ago, it was about 13 hours in one, yeah.
Yeah.
When they break like that, they just tend to keep splitting all the way down, so.
Well,
At least it was a little warm that day, so.
hey, we have a good crew in there, so thank you for the update on that.
How deep is that hole?
It kind of looks deeper than what it is, it's probably,
It's not deep enough for shoring, if that's your question.
That was my question.
yeah, no, it's probably only like 3.5 foot or maybe. But he's kind of squatted down in the spot where the back of the bucket digs, so the water can go down and pump out.
Okay.
All righty, Chief Bova's information is in there. They had a busy month as well. Anybody have any questions? I'm sorry, I skipped over Mr. Turner. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Turner? None? All right. Mr. Bova's report is in there. Mr. Sullivan had to head home. His report is in there, very thorough as well. And that takes me to Chief Helms. You have the floor, sir.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm going to ask Patrolman Griffin and family to come up with. You should feel fairly safe tonight. I think everybody's about threes here. So we're fighting that sickness like everybody else, so I think about three couldn't make it. So, now we're in this together. Mayor and council, I'd start out and I'd like to say that through the course of a police officer's career, they'll be faced with many challenges and many dangers. In 2025, the police department handled nearly 34,000 calls for service, which included arresting hundreds of criminal fugitives, many related to serious felony crimes. I looked at a couple of things when I did this to give a few examples, and then we'll keep moving forward. But within the last year, we had one officer was assaulted by a criminal suspect to the extent of needing medical attention in the line of duty. Griffin received this award at the Missouri Highway Patrol headquarters, and it was presented to him by the governor of Missouri, Mike Kehoe. So how distinguished is this? Attending the ceremony, he was one of 15 recipients in the state to receive this in 2025. In my 30-plus years of doing this, until tonight, I never had the honor of recognizing someone who has received this award. I will give this to him for the second time. I don't even like holding this. I might can take this out of my office because I don't trust myself with it. But this is the Medal of Valor for a long. Years. And then Officer Weezy has been with the department approaching 4 years. On November 20th, 2025, both of these officers received the Medal of Valor, sponsored by the Crusade Against Crime of America and the St. Louis Police Chiefs Association. As they stated, this represents the highest award our community can bestow upon the men and women who protect us and the property through their conscientious enforcement of our laws. So I will present them with their medals that they received. Two letters of commendation they both received. I'll give them a copy of this that they can keep for themselves, and then a copy goes in. We would keep personnel files on people. This goes in their personnel files, but I'm not going to go over it again because a lot of it says the same thing we talked about. But I individually broke that down and recognized both of them, so they'll receive a letter of commendation. And I also want to thank other members of the police department. Many of them are sitting here behind me tonight for their actions as it related to this incident. I've said it many times, and till my day here is done, I will keep saying it. It takes a team to be successful, and I have a good
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, officers. All right. Council liaison report. Labor Relations, Mr. Bailey.
No meeting, sir.
All right. Mr. Fisher, Library School Board?
I'll keep this very briefly. If you don't follow our library on Facebook, please do. They have like chair yoga, take your child to a library day. They had a guy came in, and if you had questions about your computer or your phone or anything like that, he was just there to answer questions to help you figure things out. There's always cool stuff going on in our library. So, if you don't pay attention to that, you might want to save that as your favorites on Facebook and follow them a little bit. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Mr. Kemfer, Planning and Zoning.
Meeting this Thursday,
There should be, I don't,
I believe there is. This Thursday.
there's a BOZA this Thursday, so then the P and Z might not. Moving on to Mr. Bradley, the BOZA meeting.
Oh, I know, Thursday night.
Yeah. And then Mr. Winkleman, Police and Fire. Alrighty. I would like to thank the police department on getting all that annual review done. That was a lot of work, and I know it's kind of new to us, so I appreciate hey, we got it there, and I think it's good information that the public needs, so. Alright, public response, does anyone in the audience wish to speak on anything related to the previous council meeting on January 27th, 2026? Moving on to old business, we have none. New business, Lisa Crew. You have the floor.
If you don't mind, at the end, I have some flyers for what I'm talking about. If you wouldn't mind me handing them up to you, I would love to do that.
That's fine.
My name is Lisa Crow. I'm a board member of CASA, that stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate. What we do is we advocate for children in the foster care system within Jefferson County. We are assigned to Jefferson County, and so that's the judicial court that we work within. All of our, special advocates are assigned by judges. We pay for the training for them to have, and then they work within the family court to meet with the foster care children regularly. And they can also advocate for them within the court system to allow them to represent the child's opinion on how things are going in their case. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the foster care system. It has undergone well, but a lot of people don't know what we do and why we're there. And we know that you guys have a pulse on the community, and so any information that you would be willing to share or give out, we would definitely appreciate. We work really hard to make sure that that our mission statement is worked out well from our board members to our employees to our volunteers, and that is to advocate for abused and neglected children in need of safe, permanent homes through highly trained volunteers appointed by the family court. I'll leave you with some numbers and then I'll let you go. So in the state of Missouri, there are over 12,000 children in the foster care system. In Jefferson County alone, any given month, we have 600 to 1,000 children in foster care. Currently, CASA, who represents the entirety of Jefferson County, has 90 volunteers. We typically work one-on-one. So if you're as bad at math as me, I think you can still
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Do you have a packet or anything for us? Do you have a handout you said you were gonna? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Moving on, Jennifer Grissom, you have the floor.
Thank you. My name is obviously Jennifer Grissom. I am a realtor of, I live in Crystal City and I'm a local realtor. Last year, the board was kind enough to grant me the opportunity to host the first ever citywide subdivision sale, because Crystal City doesn't only have subdivisions, we just kind of have a city and then one or two. I feel like it was a very successful event. I think we had 55 homes that signed up, but there was a lot more that participated. So really, I'm here today to see how I can improve on that particular event, if there's any opinions. And also, I guess basically to kind of get your permission to move forward. Robert Sullivan is kind enough to give me permission to hang signs for 2 weeks. I thought for to make this an even better event, because this is a free community event. There's no exchange of money. This is just, it's a feel good thing, right? Like, so this year we're going to do our map pickup at the Riverbend Bookstore, and they're very interested in having our map pickup there. Last year we did it at the old cafe.
Main Street.
Yes.
I went to your thing. It was a lot of houses. The map was good. Like, it was a pretty neat, there was people that were driving around our town coming in just for,
Yeah.
the yard sale. Like, it was a pretty neat little adventure, so.
Just depending on where you were, there were people who, they had like traffic all day long. So I learned a lot of things. I feel like that this year is gonna be even better. So Steve at the Riverbend Bookstore has agreed to host, the map giveaway. I'm also gonna do like a Google link on here's all of the location. I am gonna chat with Ryan Heimer again and see if he'll post about, or let me come on and talk about it too with him. Also, Pam at the Crystal City Park is fantabulous, and I think that she'd probably let me put up a sign for a couple of weeks. So essentially, slab of parking lot at the bookstore. I would like to see it go towards maybe something like Gene Hall Animal Control, because I worked with him before and I have a passion for that, or maybe Ozark Food Pantry. So that's sort of my question for tonight. One, is everybody okay with hosting this again? I think it was a great event and I'd love to see it really grow, especially with other businesses. But two, if we're gonna bring in vendors, how does that work? Who gets the funds?
I think the vendors take away from what you, to me, however, and I guess you'd have to approve a permit for them to be able to do that.
Right.
I think just simpler, it's just more.
I want to be very clear in all of my language on both the registration website and on the Facebook page of, there is no vendors that are allowed outside of Crystal City, or if you aren't part of Crystal City, you can't participate. So that's sort of my question tonight. People kind of just showed up last year.
At the parking lot there, yeah, I do remember that. The yard sale as a community, I loved it. I thought it was great, and, we can entertain a motion to approve that on that date. As the vendors, I kind of agree with Mr. Winkleman there. I mean, the vendors would be up to the bookstore owner if it's on their property. I would feel it would be them, but each individual vendor would need to have their own license. It couldn't fall under the bookstore am I correct on that?
Typically, when you have vendors like that set up, if somebody comes in with some flag or USA Olympic stuff, you have to have at least a peddling permit, and I think there's only for a day here, so that doesn't fall under a certain limited time, not a time with peddler.
Right.
So maybe we can get a link then that says if you want to be a vendor at the bookstore, which is where the map
Right.
distribution is, then here's what you need to do. That's what I'm looking for. And then other than that, just agreement that everybody agrees that this is a good idea, and we're looking at April 11th. Here's the shirt. My crew and I did the little Tetros Mardi Gras parade, which basically got rained out, but we still did it. And that's about it.
All right.
They need a motion for just to have.
For a citywide yard sale, well, don't we,
But we're like not getting rid of, there's no fines or there's no fees in order to have it, so.
we don't charge for it, but we normally have, like, they're supposed to come in and get a permit. I mean, I think last year we did a motion just to say they don't have to come in and get a yard sale, on that date. But ordinance call for a yard sale permit, but we have a 0 fee, but I think last year I'll entertain a motion to have a 0, or to waive the, yard sale fee for April 11th, 2026.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? None. And then the vendor thing, I mean, that would,
I'll leave it up to the owner to do what they want.
I think that's the bookstore and go from there.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everybody.
For a
Appreciate
parking
it.
lot, it's just so, if they're hosting people from maps, where they're gonna put vendors, I think.
It would be on the,
On the mortuary.
well, they'll be careful on that.
It was kind of between and the two, but I talked to Steve the other day, and he was for it because it's just gonna bring business to town.
Yeah,
Bad spot highway there. Yeah.
right. All right, moving on to ordinance, thank you very much. Moving on to ordinances and resolutions. I'll entertain a motion to read Bill 2011-2026 on its first reading by title only.
So, I mean, we got
We have 4.
4 of them.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 2011-2026 by title only, please?
Bill number 2011-2026 on its first reading by title only, an ordinance of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, authorizing the use of cash basis accounting for municipal financial reporting, providing for continued compliance with audit, bond, and grant requirements, and repealing all inconsistent provisions.
Make a motion to approve, Bill 2011-2026 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 2011-2026 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion?
There was some question about whether we could apply for grants, if there were certain grants that needed to have this gap basis, but I see in here that it says nothing shall prohibit us from doing gap, or, isn't there, wasn't there something that you had to have gap accounting in order to get some grants, or that's something I just imagined, okay. All right.
All righty. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to read Bill 2011-2026 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 2011-2026?
Bill number 2011-2026 on its second and final reading by title only, an ordinance of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, authorizing the use of cash basis accounting for municipal financial reporting, providing for continued compliance with audit, bond, and grant requirements, and repealing all inconsistent provisions.
Make a motion to accept Bill 2011-2026 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 2011-2026 on its second and final reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll poll the council. Councilperson Bradley? Councilperson Kemfer? Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
All right, bill number 2011-2026 now becomes ordinance 2011-2026. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? All righty. Move.
Motion to read Bill 2012-2026 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 2012-2026 by title only?
Bill number 2012-2026 on its first reading by title only, an ordinance of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, of this city, providing for the amendment of chapter 46, article 2, division 7, section 46-227 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, so as to update and modify the city's water rates.
Yeah.
Motion to accept Bill 2012-2026 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
Give me 1 second. All right. A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 2012-2026 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion?
I was curious how we ended up on 3%.
That was just a number that was picked. I mean, historically, we've had rate increases of 3%. I was on the,
Historically, back to the original thing on the water rates, you helped me, 15 years ago, 10 years ago? Marv, you can help me, we said back then, we raised rates every year by 2%, is that correct?
The actual ordinance on the books calls for 4%.
I thought it was 2% annual.
No, it's 4%. At least what I found in the ordinance was last week was 4% annual. We traditionally do 3%.
Okay.
but,
I mean, I think we need to go back to whatever ordinance was and stick with it, not just, we just pick 3%.
come up with 3%.
We just pick this.
Jason recommended 3% in the budget stuff coming forward. You know, working through the budget, I requested that it's on this meeting and we're gonna read through it once and then have a discussion and then we'll pass it next. Or have a discussion.
Budget, then we didn't just pick this.
No. He's looked at the budget and that was the number that he came up with going, the prelim part of it is what he came up with. And the discussion was the infrastructure monies from this increase, because the water department's holding its own for the most part. Like the monies are there, it's doing what it's supposed to do. But the infrastructure needs improvement. You know, we have water, which you're not gonna stop all water breaks. But, as infrastructure goes, trying to be a little proactive instead of reactive here, using that, and it's anticipated to be about 50K. So roughly 50,000 plus we get from selling the sewer plant about 125 each year. 144. So I try to lowball our revenues there, but
I'm just trying to avoid, if we're just picking numbers.
No.
You know, 3, 4, 5 years down the road.
no,
Let's do it 8%.
no, it's always based off of facts. It's based off of numbers that we're looking at to make improvement to the system.
There's a number in the water rate study that I think says 3% annual, but for the last couple of weeks, we tried to get past and then 3%. But now that the rates are leveled out and the needs have leveled out, it's been 3%. I think we go back and let
Yeah, we haven't done a rate increase in 4 years, so, I mean, I understand that, and I've looked at those numbers, and I'm thorough on that. That's kind of my thing on the water rate is, you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's a new water plant that does good on water, but we got 2,000 hookups, we gotta pay for it. But there is a thing on that the water rate increase isn't gonna go to raises, it's going to go to infrastructure. Kinda like how the use tax was done, you see all these roads getting done, our sidewalks getting done, it's not earmarked for anything but infrastructure. So that's how, I mean, not that, that's why I'm in favor of this, so, that's my discussion.
So table number 1 shows the current rate that's in that packet, or is that the new rate, 561?
No, that will be the new.
That is the new rate.
Per thousand, that 1859 is the new rate.
Right.
I didn't look at that minimum. Jason, did we look at the minimum on how to, you know, like every bill should be at least $10? Do you remember that when we?
There's a minimum monthly usage that we have, so if you're like a snowbird, you leave and go to Florida, you're charged the water, the 561, because we still have to read your meter. We, you know, the reading now will let us know that something's happening, your meter's spinning, your water's filling in the basement, whatever the case is. So we still have to go out physically.
Right.
It's all done by computer. We drive past and it figures all the readings. So that is the minimum monthly that you're charged if you disappear to Florida for all winter.
And that's 3% more than it was last year. That's
Yes.
my question.
These are the new rates.
These are the new rates that are shown there. Okay.
The last rate increase, and since then, we saw, the monies kind of level off. The sewer plant was just detrimental to that account. The water account, the monies are there, I mean, it's holding its own on that. I think there's some still improvements can be made, but it's doing okay, and I mean, I'm good with adding new lines, and we need to get some people trained to add those lines, but,
Our water plant is now 11 years old. So we're starting to have to update some of those computers, some of those equipment that is not cheap.
Currently, how much in percentage of ability to produce water is there a water plant running? Is there a capacity, do we have more capacity down there?
oh, yeah.
Okay.
But,
We're permitted to do 800,000 gallons a day, combined out of the south well and the plant, we do about 350,000.
Okay.
yeah,
In the summertime, we might be around 400,000,
but it can do up to like 1 million a day, right?
We do 800,000.
It's permitted, but the plant itself, if we,
We have to change permits, have to go to a different, I think we might change, right now we're groundwater, not under the surface.
Yeah.
I think if we go higher, we might have to change that designation. That was a huge fight in Texas.
right, but the plant itself, wasn't it, I mean, it's capable of more, but we're throttled down by our licensing, and then,
And then you do have to have a licensed operator.
Right.
So
Right.
If we end up being the one to supply already water, we'll have to raise that.
right, but I mean,
That's, we don't, right?
yeah, so, all right, no, our plant, we have plenty of capacity, we're not even running at half capacity on that plant, yeah. All right, well, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. That is our first read. If you would like to read it a second time next meeting, I'll entertain a motion to table this ordinance and have the second reading next month. The following month. Whenever we sign this, it'll go in the following month.
If we approve it at the March meeting, it will go in effect April 1st, with our budget year.
As soon as the mayor signs it, that's correct.
We're waiting on him.
I'm not, listen, the water rate has been a stickler for me for, like, it has been, and I've justified it out, I'm still, like, I can plan it, like, I'm okay with this, 'cause we've done a good job of monitoring our funds and doing what we need to do the last 4 years, and, I can justify this out to where we've done our job on this, so. But I would, just in case, 'cause it's the first reading, we haven't had a water rate increase in 4 years. If we wanna just wait and listen and see any feedback,
I think that's a good strategy.
all right. Well, then I'll entertain a motion to table this ordinance and have the second reading next month.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. All right, I'll entertain a motion to read Bill 2013-2026 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 2013-2026 by title only, please?
Bill number 2013-2026 on its first reading by title only, in accordance with the city of Crystal City, Missouri, authorizing the mayor, Mike Oster, to enter into a contract with Cochran Engineering for $56,565 for engineering design and bidding services related to the municipal parks and sport renovation project.
Make motion to accept Bill 2013-2026 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 2013-2026 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Need that twice?
Yes.
Make motion to read Bill 2013-2026 on its second reading by title only. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Jason, I did have a, huh?
And that's all that, you talking about the second one,
On,
the paragraph, second one?
no. No, you're fine.
I don't know what we did with this package, man.
This packet's struggling. But, yeah, I see that now. But when is this, the 56,000 is the accurate number? When is that just, we're not paying that now, we are paying it,
So, once we award this contract, they will start the design of the tennis courts. If we receive the grant, this is reimbursable through the grant. So, when we had the hour-and-a-half long grant conversation on Thursday, he suggested we move forward. So, if we get the grant, then we can start immediately, and we're not waiting another 6 months to,
so we are paying this $56,000, the check is going to be wrote as soon as we,
Well, they bill it in phases, so whenever they get a certain amount through it, they might get a bill for $8,000, and then they'll do some more, we get a bill for $6,000, they bill throughout as the design phase, which will be over the next 6 months.
okay. All right,
And this is needed anyways, because if we don't get the grant, we're gonna have to do the tennis courts ourselves,
right.
right?
No, yeah, the tennis courts are terrible, but,
do engineering or have to do design, no matter what. No matter what. So if we don't get the grant, certainly are, but we'll have this plan and we'll have to do it on our own. Right. We'll find another grant, because we're also in line for a USDA grant, so we're in the two grants to do, yes, with the tennis courts. We're in the process of both of those.
and that was from the few months back, we gave the 5,000 to write, well, everything on those are looking real nice,
So the
so.
amount in section one is incorrect.
The amount in section,
The amount in the
One,
is wrong,
38,000, just
that's,
56,000.
yeah, the title is correct,
All right,
the 56 is correct.
okay.
I have one question on that. I guess over the past couple summers with the pickleball getting bigger, we had tournaments.
Yes.
Did we make money on that?
Mm-mm.
We made nothing.
No, we don't make it, and we kinda run as the overflow court for Joker's Park over there, and if they have enough, they come over here. Last summer's pickleball tournament was hosted by the high school, it just did a, I think it was for like their booster. Well, it was Project Prom, yeah, it was Project Prom, but no, we don't charge for,
Festus doesn't charge either, as a matter of fact, tourism pays the guys to put that on, to bring people into town, so that there's no charge on the other side either.
huh, I didn't know that. But, I mean, it's one of those things, I just, with the pickleball things coming into town, we just
No, I'm just
want
curious,
them in.
like Little League Baseball.
Right.
You go somewhere, play in a tournament, somebody's making money on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but they, as the fundraisers for the school, we didn't charge,
Yeah, just curious.
but, all right. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 2013-2026 by title only?
Bill number 2013-2026 on its second and final reading by title only. An ordinance of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, authorizing the mayor, Mike Oster, to enter into a contract with Aspen Engineering for $56,565 for engineering design and bidding services related to the municipal parks and sports renovation project.
Make a motion to accept Bill 2013-2026 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 2013-2026 on its second and final reading by title only. Any further discussion?
And one more.
Yes, sir.
So $56,565, that is for the engineering design. How much do we estimate it's gonna cost to redo the test course?
The grant that we applied for, the 50/50 match, and I believe it's,
Three.
three.
Oh, it's our portion would be three, so it's about $750.
Like $750 total, I think, so it's like, yeah, our portion would be $325.
$750,000 to redo the
That
test
was the
course?
engineer's estimate.
That was their estimate on that. And using the 50/50 match grant, our responsible would be, yeah.
These are gonna be all new courts, they're tearing them completely out, and the only thing I think they're keeping is the green sand.
And the lights, aren't they? Right. And I don't know, I haven't looked at this updated one. There was several coming through. One was concrete, one was asphalt. I don't know which one.
They'll finish designing it out after that. We have preliminary stuff.
Yeah, we just had them just enough to get the grant process started, but. On the tennis courts, yes, sir. Alrighty. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll poll the council. Councilperson Bradley? Councilperson Kemfer? Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkle?
Yes.
All right, bill number 2013-2026 now becomes ordinance 2013-2026. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? All right. We're about to do 14. So, the next one's 2014. I'll entertain a motion to read Bill 2014-2026 on its first reading by title only. That is your amended agenda. The added. That's correct.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 2014-2026 by title only, please?
Bill number 2014-2026 on its first reading by title only, an ordinance of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, authorizing the mayor, Mike Oster, to enter into a contract with Best Construction LLC for the CDBG 125 stormwater infrastructure project for $264,510, project number SC 25-2679.
Make a motion to accept Bill 2014-2026 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 2014-2026 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion? I do. Jason, can you explain this?
So this is the CDBG grant that we were awarded sometime last year. We opened the bids, I think, in December, sometime around then. And we've been going back and forth with engineers based on what they think is in the pipe, because we can only give our camera so far before it hits some debris. And so we went back and forth with the low bidder, which was FAK, and we have an agreement with them if they hit anything during, when they get further into the project, then they'll stop and they'll give us the price to fix it, the unit price to fix it, or give us the opportunity. So this is one of those loan in place, secured in place.
Not as much as you think. We're gonna go roughly 2.5 blocks, I'm hoping, on Bailey Road. We'll just see what we get into. It gets pretty expensive.
that line, isn't it brick and collapsing in some spots, or is that not the right
No,
one?
it's just, it's old, there's some spots where the bottom is rotted out, so you're gonna start to get your egg shape in there, so they wanna fix that, but it's just old, and it's deep in some spots, you know, it's 20 feet deep, so we can't fix it, so.
You would need showing on that.
We had shoring, when I worked for,
20 feet is,
2 years ago we did it, and we had shoring stack on top, stack on top, stack, and I'll never do that again.
I don't think that's, I think that should be above our realm of expertise.
It was actually 22 feet deep.
That's where that was, right.
Yeah. So we fixed
Yeah.
it before, and now it's just, yeah.
No. Alright. All those, oh, I'm sorry.
So it says we're 20% below the engineer's estimate, so we had a grant for 250, got a bid for 264, that is 20% below. So the engineer thought it would be more, that's why I read that?
Yeah. Our next closest bid was about 360, and then they jumped up to 850,000. Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
I'm not familiar with SAC at all. How many,
So they're smaller, they basically just do the lining and camera, and they outsource everything else, so that's why they're, from Minnesota, so it was obviously transportation and stuff.
Right. But the one we're using is in-state, correct? There, okay.
Yeah, them and the Stitcher form were the two closest ones there locally.
Okay. Alright, that was discussion part. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Bless you. Hearing none, motion carries.
make a motion to rebill 2014-2026 on the second and final reading by title only. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 2014-2026?
Bill number 2014-2026 on its second and final reading by title only. An ordinance of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, authorizing the mayor and Mike Oster to enter into a contract with SAK Construction LLC for the CDBG 2025 stormwater infrastructure project for $264,510, project number FC 25-2671.
Make a motion to set bill 2014-2026 on second and final reading by title only. Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 2014-2026 on its second and final reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. I'll poll the council. Councilperson Bradley? Councilperson Kempfer?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Alright, bill number 2014-2026 now becomes ordinance 2014-2026. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Alright, moving on. City admin report, you guys have that? Any questions?
Where was that at?
That's the highlighted, that's a separate packet. There you go. That's it, yeah, that's the. I read through it, so there's, yeah. Well, you keep adding me ordinances. It was rough. This one was a rough one.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, sir. That is for discussion on the 9th. That should have been in your mailbox, everybody.
Was I?
Yes.
We kind of skipped by it and didn't-
Yeah, that'll be in the closed portion of the 9th. I'm just letting you guys look through that if you guys, it was pretty. I don't have it. I gave you.
Second one, yeah, second one's scary.
Yeah, why they bailing on us?
Oh, yeah, hailstorm, I guess, I don't know. The insurance? Yeah.
We just finished our last building, and that made Sunday before the storm,
Yeah,
and they paid out all, I'm not surprised for that at all.
it's just, and Jason's working on, he had a meeting with Mr. Becker and, going through that. So it's just a process. I mean, it's happened to a bunch of residents. It happened to me. Did it happen to you? Yeah. That's what, yeah, so. Anyway, moving on down the road. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Heisenbeis? All right, moving on to Mayor's report. I was emailed a letter about our fire department. I'll go ahead and read that out loud. I thought it was a nice touch and a good thing of the people that we have working at Crystal City. So it goes, Dear Tony, I'm writing to share a wonderful experience our family had recently at our local volunteer fire station and to recognize the people who make it special. My family was visiting with my 2-year-old grandson and we hope to show him the fire station. I reached out to you, and even though you're out of town, you arranged us to be welcomed within minutes. Patrick Friedmeier gave us an exceptional tour, demonstrating remarkable passion and knowledge about every truck and piece of apparatus. Our little grandson had the time of his life climbing into each vehicle to explore. Our volunteer fire department is a true reflection of what makes this town so special. The dedication and pride that Patrick showed that day speaks volumes about the character of the men and women who serve our community. We are fortunate to have them. Thank you to our volunteers and who make our town safer. And please tell Patrick he did an outstanding job. Warm regards, Mr. Clue. So, that's a good thing. Our fire department, our police department's always willing to help out our citizens at any time and just welcome the little ones in. So I'm pretty proud to be a part of that. Anybody in the audience wish to speak about anything on this? This was a full one. Man. All right, moving on to roundtable. Mr. Bradley.
No, sir.
Mr. Kemper.
I have nothing.
Mr. Fisher.
I'll pass.
All right. Mr. Bailey.
Nothing to like, sir.
All righty. And Mr. Winkleman.
I could do that, but I was gonna ask about the water plant roof, and that was hail damage, because I watched that project this past week, and that was a big load of, materials they brought in.
Yeah, and actually, we've got a better roof than what we had when it was built, it's
That's exactly,
3-inch foam, and now we've got 6-inch foam, so.
each, yeah. Yeah. We did, I mean, it is.
How damaged was the roof leaking because of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, our roof, and then for the strangest thing, the street department leaked, and they fought that one, but this one didn't have as bad as the leak, and they didn't fight it.
Well, Mr. Larry Locke, he came in this morning, I was like, hey, you got a new roof? He goes, we were running out of buckets down there. I'm like, I didn't, because it's a metal roof. We had hail, like, it shouldn't be leaking, I wouldn't think. But he was like, we're running.
The way that seamless roof works, once it gets it underneath, it just follows that seam.
Yeah, but, I was making my way to the river that evening when they were getting delivered, and each one of those panels had 6 inches of foam instead of the 3 inches, so that should help us out. And, it's insulation-wise, so it's, yeah.
What can they, you said what can?
Cooling that building and heating it as well.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, with that, Mr. Cherry, you have anything to add, sir? All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned.